It's already the time for me to write yet another disgruntled letter to those involved with this foul bit of splooge. Only this letter is for someone really special. Dear Vince Vaughn, how do you keep getting work? You almost infuriate me more than Kevin Costner, and I hate him. But he doesn't get around nearly as much in the film industry like you do. I still have trouble comprehending your appeal. Seriously, how do you accomplish this? Your acting methods alone irritate me almost to the point of wanting to rip the flesh off of my body. Instead of boring the shit out of me, a la Kevin Costner, you irritate me so much I feel like I may begin to turn green and transform into the Hulk. Hooray for you that you aren't as bland and dry as dirt. However, this is a non-redeemable trait in itself. And one day you shall tithe with the indiscretions brought upon moviegoers that, for reasons unknown, still get you work. I fully believe nothing and no one can save you, not even the adorable Reese Witherspoon. You are the same in everything I've seen you in, and I'm betting you're still the same in everything I haven't seen you in. I'm not even going to discuss the fact that you thought you were accomplished enough to do the remake of Psycho. Oh no. We won't even go there. You are a vile, putrid piece of hazardous waste. You're a mean one, Mr. Vince. Oh my god. I just killed one of my favorite Christmas songs. Please forgive me, Mr. Grinch.
I hate you!
Damn you, Vince Vaughn! Hello and welcome to the first review for December, and the first Christmas review. I decided to take a look at 4 Christmases, starring Reese Witherspoon, Vince Vaughn, Kristen Chenoweth, and Jon Voight. Yep, you heard right. Basically Reese, Kate, and Vince, Brad, both have divorced parents and are forced to make their rounds visiting all 4 homes. Recipe for a classic Christmas comedy? Sadly, no. It fails miserably for a number of reasons. The biggest one, on more than one level, being Vince Vaughn. It's not the fact that he isn't a Hollywood hunk. I don't care if he weighs 300 pounds. Chris Farley would be more believable at successfully wooing Reese. Why? Because he had charm, wit, and a really great sense of humor. Vince isn't charming or witty, and I definitely don't think he's funny. At all. His presence is awkward, and his fast-talking technique is all over this movie, which makes his role feel even more forced. To me, when you force feed, overfeed your performance, the audience is left feeling both uncomfortable and agitated. In 4 Christmases, he wastes no time jumping into his awkward rambling.
Daphne, that's a really beautiful name. It sounds like the name of a flower. Obviously, I know that it's not a flower, but it sounds like it could be.
Which, if it were done right and not abused, it would actually be endearing. Wow, you've already pushed her to alcohol. May I have some, Reese? It would help.
I like flowers. Smelling them and stuff like that, or sending them to people and stuff, it's good. Where are you from?
This review is going to hurt. I can feel it.
Really? I'm a big fan of Connecticut. I'm a big... Who isn't, right? You're close enough to the city that you can really...
Oh my god! How is this charming? Let me tell you something. If it were me In no time flat, he would be told to get lost if he wants to continue having a penis.
That's perfect. That's a great school. What did you major in while you were growing up?
Psychology.
That's great. Those are really beautiful earrings,
You know
by
that
the way.
feeling when your
They
whole
do a
body
nice
starts to feel like it's coiling up inside after witnessing or enduring something so embarrassing to the point where it literally causes you extreme pain? That's what it feels like watching Vaughn try to act. Plus, the way this whole opening scene between the two of them is set up, I'm starting to feel like it's all a hoax. So Reese tells him off,
Men and my accessories. Blah, blah, blah.
taking the words right out of my mouth.
I would have come to regret because I would have found out that you're just as boring and polite in the bedroom as you have been during this god-awful conversation.
And yet, tragically speaking in acronyms.
We could just chat all night long. LOL. I'm not looking for a BFF.
Whatever happened to we laughed all night or best friends? If you're not texting, then don't go there. It's not cute, so stop it. Luckily, this is the only time that she does this in the movie, which begs to question, what was the fucking point? So Vaughn mans up and utters a line any self-respecting woman would castrate him for.
Bitch, I'm talking to you.
Come to find out after they do the dirty in the public restroom that they were simply role-playing and they're actually a couple who have been together for 3 years. But it still doesn't answer my question of how in the hell he got her to begin with. What's charming about him? Of course, in no time at all, Vaughn breaks into his fast-talking method, which became a mild nuisance several years ago.
He was an angry cowboy who drives a van,
Hot.
but also has like ninja equipment back at his apartment.
Now it makes me want to stab him. Aren't I lovely? We see how they spend time together by taking a dance class, even though they aren't getting married.
Oh, we're not getting married.
Oh. So why are you taking dance classes?
Which has me wondering, when did couples taking a dance class together become solely reserved for couples who are engaged? After rehearsal, we get an idea of what kind of people they are when they squash couples' ideals about marriage.
You know, marriage just kind of brings pressure and stress and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, we don't want our relationship to turn into work. We just want to be together because we enjoy it, not because we have to, you know?
And babies in one grand swoop.
What about children? You do want to make them, no?
No.
No.
I just don't want to, like, be responsible for this kid and hurt their feelings and disappoint them.
Yeah, that's what happened with our family.
We're both from families that are divorced. We've seen it play out.
Then they attend an office party. Whose office party? Don't know, don't care. Where they run into some friends or coworkers or acquaintances or random guys found on the street, because honestly these characters aren't established nor important. Well, they are to the plot, since how else could we possibly learn that these two are selfish, lying douchebags bent on ditching their family for the holidays? On the plus side, we do get one mildly entertaining farce when one friend informs them,
My brother thinks his daughter, the 4-year-old, is going to be the next Beyonce. She sucks.
being that I have a love-hate relationship, more hate than love, towards Beyonce, I find this highly amusing. Not laugh out loud funny, but amusing. Please don't ask me why I don't like Beyonce. I don't want to go there right now. If I review one of her movies, you'll find out. However, the guy's eyes looking like they're about to pop out of their sockets is starting to creep me out.
Don't your families get upset?
Not if you tell them you're doing charity work.
You lie to your families at Christmas time.
We're told that they have plans to go to Fiji and have no remorse whatsoever in regards to lying to their families.
But don't you ever feel guilty?
For taking a vacation on our vacation? No, not really.
Aren't they model citizens that you're just dying to grow up to be like? Not only are they greedy, but they're also boring. Why are they boring? Because we get more of them hanging out, playing backgammon, and talking.
I kept hinting.
I'm excited. We should probably sign up for the scuba boat as soon as we...
a lot.
I'm excited.
It's going to be amazing.
Are you excited? I am. I'm really excited.
Oh no, I am excited. Are you excited? I'm excited. Excited!
Ecstatic. This movie is so useless that they even managed to fit in a packing montage to show us just how much fun they have together. Oh, and we get more smooches. I get it. They're in love. You don't have to beat me over the head with it. And guess what? It's not gonna make me like them. Even Hitler experienced love. Enough said. So they proceed to call their families the day of.
Actually, I'm sorry I didn't call you sooner, but we're actually heading out today to Burma.
To inform them that they'll be doing charity work. When in fact they'll be in Fiji on a beach tanning and not giving an overworked elf's ass. Oh my god, it's the Mist from Stephen King's The Mist! They're going to die! No! Wait, never mind. They arrive at the airport to find all the flights have been cancelled due to the hellacious fog. That's what you get for being extreme douchebags to your family.
Attention, San Francisco.
And for wearing that shirt. So they try to work something out with the ticket agent, whom is not helpful at all.
Tomorrow's not going to be great for us because we've already scheduled a couple's massage as well.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I don't make the fog. I deal with it.
I'm split on this because I get that he can't do anything about the weather or the fact that no planes are departing or arriving, but at the same time there's a teeny tiny pinch inside of me that feels for them because I've encountered some rather patronizing ticket agents and so on, and it's kind of irritating. Amidst Brad's frustrations, he goes into yet another fast-talking bit.
Now that I know that this kind of red carpet service is available, because that's terrific. I got to sweep the rest.
You know what?
Vince, this isn't groundbreaking, nor awe-inspiring. This isn't even acting. So, unless your dream was to become a voiceover for television ads, then stop it!
Let's see how travelers are coping in all of this chaos.
Of course, they get caught when a local news reporter decides to interview them on TV about how the cancellation makes them feel. I'm frustrated. Karma is not something to be tampered with. You're an asshole. You may as well come to grips with it. Now they have no choice but to visit their families.
Great. We have to go to all 4 families in one day, Kate. Huh?
Since everyone watches the news on Christmas, I know my family does. It's tradition! And they decide to wear black. How symbolic. I know families aren't perfect, mine is far from it. But how bad could it possibly be to make you avoid them for 3 years? First we're introduced to Brad's father and his 2 brothers. Judging by the dead animals on the walls, as well as the fact that the brothers think they're in an ultimate fighting ring 24/7, I'm going to make an educated guess and say that they're supposed to be Hollywood's take on rednecks. Classy, Hollywood. Real classy.
They are trained UFC fighters. They know pressure points on people.
I think real UFC fighters have the ability to distinguish between family and an opponent. These guys are just douchebags. So Kate tells him to man up and set some boundaries, while Brad begs her to say their secret word so they can leave. Oh, did I forget to mention they have established a game plan prior to entering his father's home. Part of said plan was a secret word that would be said anytime their surroundings become too uncomfortable. And what's their secret word? Mistletoe! How lovely. Well, actually, the whole concept of mistletoe is ridiculous since should it be consumed, it could kill you, being that it's actually poisonous. And yet this symbolizes
Action! Which, from what I have been able to determine, is pain-based.
fantastic. So Brad tries to set some boundaries, and naturally it doesn't set well with his brothers. Which was predictable since his brothers looked like they were waiting for the kill the whole time Brad was talking. Somewhere, out of nowhere, 2 boys come along and join the fight. Seriously? This is beyond the need for therapy. This has reached the level of being in dire need of the straitjacket commitment. So Brad's dad takes pity on him.
Now let's open the presents so Orlando can get to his other Christmases, all right?
I guess. One of the brothers' wife. I don't know which one is Denver and which one is Dallas, and I don't care. Oh yeah, all the boys were named after cities, so Brad's real name is Orlando. How traumatizing for him. At least it wasn't Melvin or...
Your name is Melvin?
So the brother's wife informs Kate,
$10 what?
And it's from...
$10 spending cap.
unbeknownst to them, they got the boys an Xbox 360. The father, however, got his son
a flashlight!
Really? You can buy fucking action figures at Walmart for under $10. Come on. A flashlight was the best you could do. In a fit, the kid tears off all of his clothes and takes to the streets. I'm not kidding you either. Why? Who in the hell knows? What's for dinner? Spam. 'Cause every redneck house cooks spam for Christmas dinner. If all this movie has to offer is negative stereotypes, I can't imagine it's going to improve in the next 3 households. So Kate watches as the chick puts dinner together and listens to all of her disgusting details about being pregnant.
Maybe at first, but the nipples get tough. I can't even hardly feel mine anymore. You want to flick one?
I'm a woman, and I don't want to hear that. Ew. While the guys are on the roof installing the satellite dish, Brad and Kate got Brad's dad. Then the chick, whose name has left my mind if we were even told what it was to begin with, gives her 9-month-old that can't even crawl around yet over to Kate. The kid starts crying while the guys argue on the roof, which leaves me to come to one inevitable conclusion: something is going to happen. Something bad. After what seemed like an eternity of listening to the fucking baby crying, Brad falls and ends up pulling the TV off the stand, crashing through the living room, and starting a small fire. What redneck Christmas isn't complete without something catching on fire? Kate becomes startled by the commotion and slams the kid's head into a cabinet door. How is that amusing? So finally, we move on to Kate's mother. And the outside of her house has been overrun by Jesus. We're introduced to Kate's mom and her aunt and her disgustingly horny grandmother.
I'm sorry, Grandpa, but that's my belt. That's attached to me. I'm sorry. Merry Christmas to you. It's a great sweater.
I get it.
Seriously, stop it. It's gonna make me sick. And finally, we meet Kate's sister.
I can't believe you came.
Holy fuckballs, Batman! It's Kristen Chenoweth! Kristen, please stop picking terrible movies! Instead of opening traditional Christmas presents, Kate's mom wants to share spiritual gifts.
A verbal gift giving of sorts.
Wait, there's really no presents?
None that you can see.
And we are blessed with hearing way more information than anyone on the face of the planet ever wanted to know about Kate's grandmother wanting to continue satisfying her husband.
With my hand and with my mouth.
Whom looks a bit, I don't know, dead? And I'm not referring to the impotence either. They go around sharing the gifts they'd like to give, and we discover that Kate's family is a horny bunch. Ugh. Kate gets puked on, and Brad gets hit on some more. I seriously doubt he gets hit on this much in reality. While Kate cleans up, her family shows Brad photo albums. Boo-hoo, she used to be fat and junk. She's not now, so why does it matter? Kate decides she wants to rummage through her sister's diaper bag. Okay, rude. And she comes across some pregnancy tests. Oh wait, product placement! After she takes it, her niece just waltzes in. Stop. Who does this? Who just walks in the bathroom? Her niece decides to be annoying and run off with the test. She runs into a fun house, bounce house, what the fuck ever you want to call it. Evidently, Kate is terrified of them. Why? Look, just tell your sister or forget it. It's not so important that you have to be trampled on to get it back. All the little kids in the bounce house attack Kate. Who the fuck are these kids anyways? They need to be grounded for life. Just when Kate is about to give up, she has a burst of something. I don't know. I guess she grew some balls. You know. Instant balls, only $29.99, or try them for free. Call now. Some assembly is required. She takes on these little bastards like she should have in the beginning, and don't argue with me about what's moral or ethical. These shitheads want to treat someone like crap. They're going down. Oh my fucking god, it's in her mouth! After enduring this unnecessary madness, they all decided to attend the church that Kate's mom has been so devoted to, as well as the pastor. Wow, that's hardcore worship. Oh my god, Kate's mom is chasing that guy's tail? Ew! Against her will, Kate is chosen to play the Virgin Mary, since the couple that were originally intended to play Mary and Joseph got sick, or died, or moved out of town. Not to suffer alone, Kate elects Brad to fill in as Joseph. I'm sorry, but I'd say fuck it. If I'm that terrified of performing in front of an audience, I would seriously say fuck it. I guess I'm just a terrible person. Brad overacts, and yet somehow this is the least offensive of any Vince Vaughn performances. Ever. I wonder if Kristen taught him that.
You just flip it. Or you can get your hand, flip it with your hand.
For she knows not what she's done.
My head hurts. We move on to Brad's mother. And we're introduced to the boyfriend Brad's father so deeply frowns upon.
Your grandmother's boyfriend is a first-class ass sniffer, and you can tell him that I said so.
Listening to him talk makes me want to hurt him. Badly.
Hey, kids.
Your vision is impaired.
It is so nice to meet you, young lady.
The writers, for some reason, decided to throw in a sentence I think every child with divorced parents has come to loathe.
I'm not trying to be your father. You already got one of those. I'm just hoping for a chance to be your friend.
Since the writers have severe issues that they obviously need to seek professional help for, even this common sentence is packed with a deeply disturbing punch.
You were my friend, Daryl. You were my best friend. We grew up together, we rode bikes together, but now you're sleeping with my mom.
I'm seriously going to puke. Stop it. They sit down to play a game that I actually want to buy. And one brother and his wife score big time.
Capital of China.
Hong Kong.
Yes. Things next to your bed on the nightstand.
A sock?
Yes. I helped you come up with this when you were drunk and you came home from the bar last Thursday.
Alibi.
Yes. All right. The thing I'm not allowed to wear to Supercross.
Miniskirt?
Yes. Me and you dry humping on the beach.
A screensaver?
Yes, baby. This game is so easy. The only man that I'm allowed to cheat on you with.
John Grisham.
Yes. Mexican dude.
Ricardo Montalban.
Yes. Time.
And celebrate in front of everyone. Fight erupts during the game and during the car ride to Kate's father's. They're painfully silent. It's clear to me they're probably going to break up.
I'm not going to go in there and pretend that we're something we're not, Brad. I can't do that anymore.
Told you.
Okay.
Holy shitballs! It's Angelina Jolie's dad, John Voight! We go through a surprisingly normal scenario at his house, and I'm only left feeling perplexed. Wasn't it that their families were so insane that they didn't want to visit them? Kate's parents seem fine. I mean, sure, some born-again Christians can get a bit carried away, but her mom seemed okay. Aside from her peculiar attraction to the pastor.
Salt in the salt shakers.
So Brad goes back to his father, and I guess realizes growing up isn't all that evil. So he goes back to talk to Kate, and we get more of his titillating, fast-talking technique.
Leave because you're going to feel so guilty. Then you got sweater vacations. You might try to shank the because the tickets are not that we're planning on it, or because you can ride a lot of Florida, but let love grow where it wants to.
Why couldn't we have a true Four Christmases theme? Instead, we get 3.5 Christmases with a subplot about maturing. Fast forward to a year later, they're in a hospital, and they've just delivered the first baby of the new year, and apparently in San Francisco, this is newsworthy, because, you guessed it, another news anchor approaches them after they've just said that they didn't want to tell their families yet. What is wrong with these two? Honestly, I think they pay to have the local news follow them around because this is not something that happens twice. If you're racking your brain trying to figure out how they'd bring this crock of shit to a close, wonder no more.
I did. Oh. Oh, goodness.
Yep. We get to experience yet another moment of Kate getting puked on by a baby. Only this time, I can honestly say I have never in my life seen a newborn baby with that advanced of projectile skills. Holy shit, this kid is a freak!
Christmas time again.
Well, there you have it. 4 Christmases. I wouldn't stuff a stocking with this filth. I wouldn't even give it to a coworker I barely know. I wouldn't even give it to a homeless guy or donate it to a charity because it would cause more harm than good, and I fully believe no one should have to suffer, Vince Vaughn. Merry jingly, ho ho ho, and I hope a merry one-horse sleigh runs over Vince Vaughn's ass. Hooray! Fictional holiday carnage! Until next time. Mwah!
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. Next year all our troubles